What's wrong? He reached across the table, taking the coffee cup from her hands. Ivy hadn't realized she'd picked up the hot liquid or noticed her shaking hands.
Nothing. I just realized how late it was. I should be going.
She didn't want to go. Watching the man sitting calmly like a solid tree made her want to lean on him. She knew she was in dangerous territory because she'd learned not to rely on anyone but herself. To rely on anyone else would only lead to heartache and a letdown. No, she would only trust herself. Men, especially big, tough men like Tymber, like the men of the Royal Sons MC, didn't care about anyone but themselves and their brothers. She was shocked at the ease of talking with Tymber. The guys she'd been with before were all about themselves, yet this gorgeous stranger wanted to know about her and her life. The only problem or main problem was that she couldn't tell him too much, or he'd run for the hills. For the next hour and a half, 2 cups of latte and another piece of cake later, Ivy didn't know if the guy was for real or a figment of her imagination. He listened when she spoke, yet didn't push when she stopped. I don't know what your past relationships were, but from the look on your face, I figure you must have only been with assholes. Ivy, there ain't a man or woman alive who should make you feel as though you were worthless. His gaze ensnared her like the hand he placed over hers. She wondered if the tattoos on his hands, the intricate designs, were meaningful.
How do you know what my past relationships were like?
She asked, her heart racing. No way he had seen or heard of her before today. Tymber smiled, not the megawatt melt the panties off every woman within his vicinity, but a knowing one that had her pulling her hand back. His words rang in her ears. He'd change his mind if he knew her past.
I really should head out. Thank you for the coffee and cakes, although my ass isn't going to be thanking you when we can't wiggle into our favorite pair of jeans.
She joked, hoping her tone rang true. I'll walk you to your car. Tymber hurried out of the booth before she could protest.
You don't have to do that. I've been on my own for a long time. Pretty sure I can make it to my car just fine.
She looked up into his gorgeous eyes, willing her voice to be strong. He nodded. Just the same, I'll walk you if you don't mind.
And if I mind?
She asked. He shrugged. I'll still do it, only I'll be the asshole who walked you to your car instead of the nice man you met. She laughed.
I have a feeling you really can be an asshole.
The cooler air slapped at them when they walked outside, making her suck in the fresh scent. Silence greeted her words, allowing her to look around the area. A few bikes were parked along the road outside of shops. She didn't recognize any, but fear skated up her spine.